The Trump administration is pushing Russia to agree to a Ukraine ceasefire in peace talks. More than 3 years into Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Russian President Vladimir Putin has maintained inflexible, maximalist conditions for any potential agreement that would end the war. Putin said Thursday he supports in principle the idea of a 30-day ceasefire proposed by the United States and to which Ukraine has agreed, but noted that its implementation raises many questions, particularly regarding verification across a long front line. Such a tactic could allow Russia to engage in protracted negotiations without immediately rejecting an offer. Putin also said the 30-day reprieve could be used by Ukraine to regroup and rearm, hinting that he would seek to impose his own conditions on the framework of the pause, such as a halt to Western weapons supplies or a ban on mobilization. 3 years into the war, Russia controls about 1/5 of Ukraine. It wants to keep that and then some. The Kremlin has ruled out ceding any of the land it has seized. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov on Thursday said Crimea, Sevastopol, Kherson, Zaporizhia, Donetsk, Luhansk, these are regions of Russia. They are written into the constitution. This is a given fact. Russia annexed Crimea, including Sevastopol, in 2014, although it remains internationally recognized as part of Ukraine. It illegally annexed the other regions Peskov mentioned in 2022. In June, Putin said Russia would immediately stop hostilities if Ukraine surrendered for southeastern regions that Russian troops partly occupied, and renounce plans to join NATO. Putin also wants Russia's land grab to be recognized as legitimate. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky long emphasized that Ukraine would not surrender sovereign territory but has more recently moved to an emphasis on security guarantees rather than the immediate return of territory. Russia's terms also include demilitarizing Ukraine, which would leave the country with a small army incapable of deterring future attacks. To justify his aggression in Ukraine, Putin cited the possibility of further expansion of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Ukraine membership in NATO, a defense alliance that requires member states to defend fellow members if they are attacked, is a non-starter for Putin. Zelensky, however, sees Ukraine's eventual membership in the security alliance as a key security guarantee. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said last month that NATO membership was not a realistic outcome, and in later remarks, without ruling out the possibility entirely, said membership was not likely, in recognition of hard power realities on the ground. NATO is larger than it was before the war began. Sweden and Finland were spurred to join. But the U.S. commitment to the alliance has come into increasing question under Trump.